at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this, sitting beneath moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
We must be ready to confront the...
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. Our telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Descend. Assemble. Evacuate. Descend.
Of all the beastly lairs I've had to poke my nose into, an illicit colony is still by far the worst. Be thankful you don't carry one of their worms inside your skull.
The stench.
Fresh recruits for Kethrics
I
army.
wonder how many pilgrimages
To a
moonrise
necromancer,
ended down here.
a morgue is a muster yard.
Only chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop. No! No touch! It is wrong. Other. You sing wrong song too. In wrong voice. Sing other song together.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Prepare the march. My chosen gathered below.
time to waste.
At least things have stayed interesting.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Descend, assemble, prepare, obey, liberate, evacuate.
Some who worked here were not thralls or undead. They were loyal to Kethric and his grim cause.
Bring death. Lashes. Balthazar let one of his walking carcasses lapse from his control. Let's ferry them back. Wait! By the Bone Lord. It's you! I thought I'd never see you again. I wanted to keep you for myself, but they shipped you away. Poor stupid thing. Why is it even here? I thought we sent its pod away so it could be used elsewhere. Oh, adorable. I did miss it. Its simplicity, its fear, its thrashing its own head against its pod, cracking its skull again and again in a futile attempt to escape. Oh, how precious. Sweeter than any woman who still has her brain. The things I'd do with you if I was in command of the parasite piloting you. I think we have to put you down, though, dear one. Something must have gone wrong for you to have wandered all the way back here. Even if it is pleasant to be reunited. This won't hurt a bit. Though I don't suppose you can feel much now, anyway.
She is but the hack doctor who half-pieced you together after whatever caused your head to get in this mess. Someone else must have attacked you in the midst of whatever you were doing down here. This necromancer was a grunt in the scheme of the horrors enacted against you. That attacker is the source. You were no Merkel cultist, that much is sure. You sense in your soul you were something far greater.
design, but death. Baldur's Gate.
This place has been used to make slaves of those who should be masters.
Our design.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Bastards! Can't powder so much as a fireball in this thing. Is that Missoura inside? By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came. Thought you'd have figured it out by now. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Do it, and I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with elithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months until he's free? You little rat.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you. Right, but don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
pod has a different air to its chitinous cavern. Dust and dirt are gathered on the inside. It's broken beyond repair, seemingly by a blunt impact, as if whoever was inside threw themselves against it in an effort to break out. Your brain hurls an image towards you, your own head, blood gushing down in front of your eyes.
Oh yes, that's yours all right. Even stale, I'd recognize that bouquet anywhere.
Banging your fists on a chamber until half your fingers were broken. How long inside? Days? Months? Lifetime? The parasite was inserted into your head and your body crammed into a pod long before you were moved to the Nautiloi. A laughing woman, taunting you. She betrayed you. Who was she?
Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection. Every mind fl- But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Geich machinery. Cold as the sea of night. Alien as...
The others, the ambush. Tell me they survived? Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. Finish what you came here to do. I dare say you've done enough for me.
Ja, natürlich, er ist ja vom rausgeflogen, also
Descend. Prepare. Obey. Evacuate. Descend, assemble. Obey. Descend, assemble, prepare.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
Mine too. It senses something down there. Something big.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker! Gortash!
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Kethric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Kethric, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thorm!
Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Hell preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling.
Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Kethric, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. A mad dog like Orin might be impressed. I am not. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers, but for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory. What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
To me, I am the smile
Now you wear a face to match your soul.
No surrender.
Can't afford to let up. Onward.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Kill, kill.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
now. Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed! You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
The Chosen of Man is dead. Permanently, this time.
Kethrics' Netherstone. It's in his armor. Take it.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it, our enemies are formidable. The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver, a worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Kethric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy, but working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Transformation Kethric underwent was horrifying. So powerful, but so grotesque. There was barely anything of the man left, even before we finished him.
Killing an undying man is no easy task, but the Absolute is not vanquished. Our work has only just begun.
Come, There is much to discuss, but we need not do it in this rotting place.
Kethric Thorm is no more, and may he stay dead this time.
Ah, he's dead. He's finished. But Gortash was here.
Merkel's chosen is naught but a corpse. Let us see the other two suffer the same fate.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bainite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast! He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him! He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Trouble than you can imagine. Try me.
Thy hunger denied. Seluna's faithful yet shines. The balance shifts. Thou hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. The dead three unite. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally called. Nothing thou dost not already know. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. My blood ran hot when we broke Kethrics' bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter, Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. You make it sound so simple. She is the chosen of Baal, Lord of Murder, and one of the cult's founders. Indeed, she is the one who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Orin was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Kethric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control. Then you misunderstand. What I propose is nigh on impossible, but if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute. We have a purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain. You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why? So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Kethric had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live, and I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue. Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away? A wise ploy, and it was successful to an extent. We did not find a cure, but we found our purpose. I am satisfied. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
How'd you survive it? Nathaniel. I had to look after him. Without him, I wouldn't have lasted long.